Hi, my name is Audrey Christensen, and I am a creative business coach. But I wasn't always that. I was first an angsty little teenager running around trying to create things and writing 1,000 pages in my journal. I have so many journals that it's unfathomable the amount of journals that I have, and all of the angsty written poetry that I did back in the day when everything was so big. That's where I began. And even before that, my mom would tell you that I was an artist because I used to color on my diapers because they were just so plain and they needed a little pizzazz. I have been where you are. I have been in the moments where everything is so overwhelming and you're not even sure how you got here. I was a mom. I am a mom. I still am. I'm still one. But what I mean by I was a mom who was suffering from postpartum depression, and I had no friends. I had no connections. I had nobody besides my husband, and we both passed each other with going to work and taking care of the kids, and it was hard. And I found myself in these moments of like, I don't want to be in this version of my life anymore. I craved for something beyond me, and I didn't know how to get it. And so I've pushed myself through these things. And over the years, I've been doing this for almost 13 years of me showing up online, of me sharing my vulnerability, of me sharing my art, of me like scraping by, figuring out how to be a business entrepreneur, how to be this creative entrepreneur. And now I'm here coaching others to do the same. Like all of the twists and turns that it took for me to be in this position right now, here with you, to talk to you about this thing, this group, this support, this thing that I craved for when I was just itty bitty in my journey of wanting to be this creative entrepreneur, but I had no idea what that even was, or if that was even an option for me as this woman, as this queer person, as this artist, as this mother, as this full-time person that was working, doing other things. Like, how was I able to get to this point today? I wanted what I've created. I craved what I created, which is why I created it. I could give you all the benefits, and you could read all the benefits on this page here. It's going to tell you all the nits and the grits and the grits of the nits, the nitty gritties of everything that happens in the Makers Huddle and how it works and how the things happen and blah, 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 bullshit. But what it comes down to, what this thing is that I created, this creative coaching program, what it is a place for you to explore your creativity and allow yourself to embrace the ebb and flow, and then find people around you who also want to do the same thing, and then are rallying and that are hyping you up, that are in it with you, that get it. It is hard to be understood as a creative. It is hard for people that don't do that to get what you are doing. Like, why are you making that? Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. What's happening? What? Why would you sell that for that price? What? What do you mean you don't know how to build a website? What? Just hire somebody to do that. Blah. What do you mean you are the person that's running the entire business? Like, what do you mean you don't have time to be creative anymore? What do you mean? I don't get it. No. It's hard dealing with those types of naysayers who just don't understand. Who don't understand what it is to run it all, to do it all, and want it all, and still want to take a fucking nap in the middle of the day. That's what the Makers Huddle is. And go look at the fucking list of benefits of everything that you're going to get on there, right? That you're going to get the guest speakers who's going to talk to you about different things that they have done to make sure that their business is successful, blah. You're going to learn about the basics of business, blah, blah. You're going to learn about how to do taxes and how to get your business license and like, what do you do? And, you know, like, do you put policies on your webpage? How do you even make a webpage? What do you do on your social media? All of those things will come, and all of those things we will learn, and all of those things will allow you the space for you to grow and to build those foundations. But what it comes down to is that this group is for you to have a space to openly talk about the things that feel so goddamn overwhelming that you don't even know where to turn, but somebody else does because they've done it. They've been through it. They have ideas of how you could go through it too. They have tools already in place that have been established that they are just going to say, yeah, this is what you do, blah, blah, blah. Here, you click this thing, you go do over here, and then you're bam, done. Everything is Googleable. You can go on Google right now. You can go down on the YouTubes and you can search things. How do I build a website? Blah, blah, blah. And you're going to get lists and lists and lists and lists of things of how to do it. You can go to fucking business school. My God. It's so easy to learn the things that you want to learn. But what is difficult is to do it by yourself. That's what's difficult. I did all of that. I spent hours and tons of money doing different workshops and courses and classes and going down rabbit holes on YouTube and figuring this thing out and how do I do this thing and trying it out on my social media, playing around with my website, doing, pricing things a certain way to do this. I've done all of that. I have made so many mistakes. It was so hard doing that by myself. It was so hard doing that alone. In the huddle, you don't do that alone. In the huddle, you get weekly actionable emails from me and weekly coaching from me. I walk you through the mistakes that I made so that you don't have to. I teach you the things that I have learned at all of those other goddamn workshops that I have attended and spent thousands and thousands of dollars on, so you don't have to. We have events and in-person things and a group chat that you can access 24/7 so that you have somebody when you're in that moment of you can say, I'm having a little overwhelmed. Anybody else feel this? Blah, blah, blah. So you don't have to feel that alone. We are not afraid in this group to talk about the big things. We're not afraid in this group to walk ourselves through the process of relearning something that maybe didn't go well. We are not afraid in this group to celebrate and lift each other up. In fact, it's a requirement. It's a requirement to support the other creative entrepreneur in your group. To check in on them, to make sure that they are doing as much as they can for the success level that they want, because you know what? Your success level is different than theirs. We ask you to take breaks. We tell you to take naps, go goddamn feed yourself, go on a vacation. We teach you how to do those things while your business is running. And you don't have to do it alone. That's what the Makers Huddle is. That's why it exists. Because I couldn't do it alone anymore. I didn't want to do it alone anymore. I needed people who got it and understood, who were willing to step with me through the gunk so that we could build these stairs to get to this thing that we want. And it's worked, and it's working, and it will work if you allow yourself to be a part of this space. So thank you for being here. Read through this page. God, send me a message, a DM, if you have any questions or concerns. I am here for you on that. Okay? I'll see you soon.